Hello again, everyone. I'm Jay Dickey, President of American Heritage Partners. I want to welcome you to another episode of American Heritage Moments, our ongoing series of short stories about key events and key people in American history. We welcome your feedback on any of our programs. Just go to our website, send us your comments and questions on our Contact Us page. And while you're there, please check out our upcoming events, including presentations by various subject matter experts on a range of topics related to American history, some of which we will be live streaming on Zoom. We also invite you to follow us on our Facebook page, which contains regular posts on historical subjects that might be of interest. And of course, please visit our YouTube channel, and perhaps you're watching us on that channel right now. Today I want to talk about George Rogers Clark, who is sometimes called the Conqueror of the Old Northwest. Clark was a brigadier general in the Revolutionary War, and he engaged in a number of battles in the Northwest Territory, most notably the siege of Fort Sackville. After the war, he served as a commander of U.S. military forces in the Northwest Indian Wars. His younger brother was William Clark, you know him, the famous co-leader of the Lewis and Clark expedition. So, what's his story? William Rogers Clark got his start as a major in the Kentucky militia at the start of the Revolutionary War. He was quickly identified as a leader of men, and he was appointed to petition the Virginia government to make Kentucky an official district of Virginia. It had just been a territory before that. After the petition was granted, Clark and his men were charged with defending settlements in the Kentucky district against British and Indian encroachments. Clark convinced his superiors to launch attacks against British posts in the Ohio River Valley. In 1778, he was given the title of Lieutenant Colonel, and he led the attack on Kaskaskia on the Mississippi River in the Illinois Territory. Clark and his troops captured the town without firing a shot. And following this route, in 1779, Clark led his regiment against the British at Fort Sackville, where he once again was victorious, and the British surrendered the fort. The following year, back in Kentucky, he stopped an advance by British and Indian forces. This string of victories led to Clark being named a brigadier general in 1781. Some historians have credited Clark's victories in the Northwest Territory as one of the principal reasons that England surrendered the entire territory to America in the Treaty of Paris that ended the Revolution in 1783. Clark's later life, however, was troubled. He was described by many as an Indian hater, and he advocated the annihilation of all Indians occupying the Ohio Valley, including women and children. Constant warfare was taking place in the region between white settlers and Indian tribes, and in 1786, Clark led an expedition to attack Native American villages along the Wabash River. It was during this campaign that his troops mutinied, accusing him of public drunkenness and incompetence. His reputation was irrevocably tarnished, and he was forced to resign. In Clark's private life, he amassed huge debts, which drove him into poverty, even though the Virginia government had granted him 150,000 acres of land as a reward for his military service. Clark defended himself against charges of financial fraud in an autobiography he published, but it was too late and to no avail. His financial failures led him to join the French army as a major general in 1793, but George Washington took quick action to stop France from commencing any military action, and he forced France to revoke Clark's military commission. Rogers' life ended tragically. In 1809, after years of financial hardships and reputational damage, Clark suffered a stroke, fell into a burning fireplace, and had his leg amputated. Fortunately, his sister Lucy was nearby. She tended to him for several years, but Clark suffered a second stroke, and he died in semi-obscurity in 1818 at the age of 66. He was buried at Cave Hill Cemetery in Louisville, Kentucky. A massive statue of Clark stands on the waterfront in downtown Louisville, overlooking the Ohio River. So today we commemorate the life of George Rogers Clark, and we thank him for his many contributions to America's victory in the War of Independence. Thanks for watching. I'm Jay Dickey, and we hope that you'll tune in to another episode of American Heritage Moments.